The turtleback armor scheme was a revolutionary concept in naval engineering that emerged towards the end of the 19th century, a period characterized by rapid advancements in naval technology and tactics. This innovative approach to warship design sought to address the escalating threats posed by the advent of explosive shells and the increasing accuracy and range of naval guns. The turtleback armor scheme was not merely a design choice, but a strategic innovation that significantly influenced the evolution of naval warfare and shipbuilding. The late 1800s witnessed a dramatic transformation in naval warfare with the transition from wooden ships of the line to ironclads and then to steel warships. This era saw the introduction of high explosive shells, which could inflict catastrophic damage on vessels that were not adequately armored. Traditional flat armor plating, while effective against direct hits, proved less so against shells that struck at oblique angles, which were more likely to glance off, or worse, penetrate and explode within the ship's hull. It was in this context that the turtleback armor scheme was conceived. The scheme was a direct response to the need for improved protection against indirect hits, a common occurrence in naval engagements where distances were increasing due to the greater range of naval guns. Designers and engineers sought a solution that would offer maximum protection without compromising a ship's speed and maneuverability, crucial factors in naval engagements. The turtleback armor scheme featured an armor layout with curved or sloped steel plates designed to cover the most critical areas of a ship, namely its ammunition magazines and machinery spaces. The curvature or slope of the armor was strategically calculated to deflect incoming shells, causing them to ricochet off the surface rather than penetrate. This deflection mechanism was based on the principle that armor becomes effectively thicker and harder to penetrate when struck at an angle. The scheme was named for its resemblance to the curved shell of a turtle, a natural armor that offers protection while allowing for mobility. The design was a masterpiece of naval architecture, balancing the need for protection, speed, and operational range. It represented a significant departure from previous designs, which primarily relied on flat armor plating. The introduction of the turtleback armor scheme marked a significant shift in naval tactics. Warships equipped with this type of armor could engage their enemies with greater confidence, knowing that their most vulnerable sections were better protected. The design encouraged more aggressive tactics, allowing ships to close in on their opponents or maintain advantageous positions without undue fear of critical damage. However, the scheme was not without its limitations. While effective against indirect hits, the curvature of the armor could create areas where the protection was thinner, potentially becoming a vulnerability against direct hits, particularly from very close ranges or very high-velocity guns. Moreover, the complexity and cost of constructing such armor schemes were significant, limiting their adoption to only the most advanced and well-funded navies of the time. The turtleback armor scheme was a product of its era, a time of rapid technological change and intense naval rivalry. As naval technology continued to advance, particularly with the development of more powerful guns and more effective armor-piercing shells, the limitations of the turtleback design became increasingly apparent. The scheme was gradually phased out in favor of more comprehensive armor configurations that offered balanced protection against both direct and indirect hits. Despite its eventual obsolescence, the turtleback armor scheme remains a significant milestone in naval engineering. It exemplified the innovative spirit of its time, addressing the tactical and technological challenges of the era with a creative and effective solution. The legacy of the turtleback design endures in the principles of modern naval armor, where the concepts of angled armor and strategic protection continue to influence the development of warships. Its place in the history of naval warfare is a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of naval architects and engineers in their unending quest to master the complexities of maritime combat.